2 months ago, this man lost everything. At the heart of Tigray's mountains, Eritrean soldiers massacred residents in his village. These graves, built in the hollow of a cliff, are the only visible trace of the killing.
My wife was called Hawa. She was a mother of 5. 1 month ago, she gave birth to a baby. We also had daughters. Their names were Tesla, Zuvan, and Rael. We were not able to pray for them because we had to run for our lives.
19 people were killed in one day.
On that day, there were many Eritrean soldiers. They were uncountable. As they were passing through this area, people were simply staying in their homes. The soldiers brought all the residents together and then killed them all here.
Since the beginning of the conflict, Eritrean soldiers have been backing the Ethiopian army against dissident Tigrayan forces. Many witnesses accuse Eritreans of having massacred and raped civilians throughout the region. Like here, most rural areas are difficult to access for NGOs. Because of the war, this medical team is often forced to return to the regional capital, Mekelle, and even when there's no fighting, its movements are restricted.
Today we planned to go to a village and people were expecting us. But on the way there we were stopped at a checkpoint by Ethiopian soldiers. They turned us back even though we told them we were going to treat women and children. We're very worried about people in remote villages without access to healthcare.
The team finally stops in this small village in central Tigray. People here have been in dire need of medical assistance ever since the local clinic was attacked.
This center was treating patients until mid-January, but then the Ethiopian military destroyed it. They took everything and tore it apart. Over there is the fridge. They broke it and left it. They threw out children's vaccines and medicines so that they're now unusable.
In these rural areas, accessing medical treatment has become extremely difficult. Even food is now difficult to find. Children especially are suffering from malnutrition.
I measured 11.4. That's a decrease. So I'm giving you a form that will entitle you to special food.
Because of a shortage of ambulances, some women die in labor, like this baby's mother 3 months ago. For the past days, the family has been unable to find milk. Her aunt feeds her ground cereal.
We're going to weigh her. We found this baby by chance. If we'd come later, we could have easily missed her. There are many babies just like her, and their mothers don't have milk. These children are too underweight, and what we give them won't be enough to save them.
The baby lives with her family a few minutes' walk from the village. Her dad did everything he could to save his wife. With no other means of transportation available, he brought her to the nearest hospital using a horse cart.
When we went to house them, there was nothing. The town was empty. We didn't find anyone to help us, and she eventually died. We walked with her body and waited an hour and a half. Now that I've lost my wife, my situation is very difficult. I have to take care of my children, and I can't plough my land.
The family is now living in hunger. These nearly empty cereal bags are the only food left. Although he is a farmer, because of the conflict and the loss of his wife, this man hasn't been able to prepare his field in time for the planting season. Throughout the region, many people are facing the same problem, a situation bound to worsen food insecurity.
It started around the month of November. We've been enduring so many problems. Our enemies came and we had to stop the work. We had to run away and seek shelter in other places. I wasn't able to plough my field before the rainy season, and now it's too late.
Hausen, the town closest to the village, is deserted and its economy at a standstill. To help those most in need, some organizations, sometimes supported by the government, are trying to distribute wheat and seeds.
We have planned to distribute about 2,900 quintal of seeds, which is used for 12,780 farmers. We are distributed to the most vulnerable people, but it is not covers to the whole our people.
The unilateral ceasefire declared by the government on June 28th could come as a relief amid an alarming humanitarian situation. According to the UN, 350,000 people are facing famine in Tigray.